Coachella Valley, and welcome to Live with Your Chamber. I'm your host, Katie Stice, CEO at the Rancho Mirage Chamber of Commerce. We're thrilled to bring you this video series where we just highlight some of our incredible business owners. They're experts in their field, nonprofit executives that provide amazing services to the community. And today's guest, I feel like, is a little bit of both. He's an expert in real estate, the market, things that are happening here in the Coachella Valley. And he's also someone who gives back to our community. You probably all know and love him already. If you want to say hello, please leave something in the comments, give a little thumbs up, or say hi. We'd love to hear from you. At this time, we're going to welcome in our guest. It's the one and only Greg Michaels. Welcome to the show.
Quite the intro. How do I live up to that, Katie?
You can and you do. I feel like I've gotten to know you in the community for, it must be like 15, 20 years. Do you think that's right?
Well, I've lived here 35. We probably met, I want to say in the late 90s, maybe.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds about right.
it could have been
Well,
20 over 25 years.
amazing.
I
And
know.
you have done such an incredible job. I put in the description about you. Not only are you a rock star realtor, but you're also such a great community friend. So I know we're going to talk a little bit about all of it, but tell us first about, you in real estate and what it's like for someone who might be working with you.
Well, I've been in real estate since 2017, and I have loved every minute.
Hmm.
Um, it's definitely been a great learning experience. I would think I've always had a little bit of an interest in real estate. I've owned homes and second homes, and always enjoyed the process. And when the market crashed in 2010, everything crashed, including my
Hmm.
entertainment company. I was booking entertainment. I was doing all the
Right.
radio and TV, all of that stuff. And, I just, after talking with friends, they said, you would probably be a good realtor. And I said, I like real estate. So in 2017, I got my license. I haven't looked back. I'm loving every minute of this journey, learning every day about architecture, interior design, and I love working with people too. So it's been a fun ride.
Yep. Yeah, well, you've done amazing work so far. I mean, and I just can't wait to see what you do in the future as well. You work with both buyers and sellers, is that right?
I do. I love working with both, but if I had to be honest, I kind of lean towards a listing agent. I love
Okay.
working with sellers.
Okay.
And I tell you why, it's because I love going into their homes and taking a look around and finding ways that we can make updates or upgrades or
Mhm.
repairs and improve the value of their home. That's the goal, is to make as much money as possible on the sale.
Right.
And sometimes there's little fixes that you can do that make a huge difference in your home and a big impact
Oh,
on your curb appeal. And as
yeah.
buyers first come in, sometimes just decluttering and doing things like this. And I like working with clients, giving them those ideas. And then I supply them with a list of reputable people, that window washers and you name it,
Ah,
construction workers, repair people,
yes.
whatever they need. Because of my long history here in the desert, I have some of the best people that are very responsible. And, it's not always easy to find a reputable contractor who's going to show up on time and do what they say they're going to do. Some people have
Yes.
a challenge with that. And I'm not giving them a bad name, but there's been a lot of people that have a challenge sometimes. And so it's nice that I can provide some of these reputable people. Many are chamber members and many are
Yep.
just friends of mine that I've worked with in the community. But that, I think, makes the whole process a little bit easier. It's a very stressful process selling your home. You
It
can't.
really, really is. So to have someone like you just to help walk people through all of the steps, I mean, it's just so meaningful. And I couldn't agree more with what you just talked about with all of the vendors that you know and trust because you've been here for so long. I mean, I know I work for a chamber of commerce, but I feel like you're a chamber of commerce within yourself. If I need something, I'm probably calling you as well.
You
Um,
got my number.
I do. So tell us a little bit about maybe some of the challenges right now.
I would say one of the biggest challenges is educating my clients.
Okay.
There's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet of what's going
Mhm.
on in real estate, and so a lot of people aren't sure what's going on. So I'm always in touch with what's going on, not only nationally but locally in our desert, real estate wise, so I can keep my clients informed.
Mhm.
And especially, I think people who've owned their home for quite some time in the desert, they still think real estate's done like it was 20 years ago pre-internet, and it's not. It's all
Mm-mm.
changed dramatically in the last 10 or 20 years. In fact, a lot of people who I encounter, this just happened twice in the last month. Two people have owned their home for a long time, wanted to sell their home. And they came to me. I said, great. And then after talking with family and friends, they came back and said, we're going to wait until the fall because there's nothing happening during the summer. And we want to wait
Oh,
until people in the desert. They're like, all right. And I hear that a lot. And yes,
yeah.
pre-internet, that was the case. People would have to physically come here, find a realtor, tour around 115-degree weather to find a home. So yes, sales did slow down and people did wait until the fall to list those homes. But it's changed now. We have the internet
Yeah.
and buyers have all the information. They don't need a realtor anymore.
Right.
They can find everything on Zillow and Trulia and all the other third-party sites. So they can find their home from the air conditioning of their own home. And then if they really like it, what they do is they drive in or fly in for the day, look at the home, put the offer in and go back home. So they're not waiting
Wow.
until fall to buy their homes anymore. In fact,
Wow. What a change. What a drastic
people
change.
want to be in their homes before the fall because many of them have kids. They want to be here and settled before the school year, or perhaps they just want to be in their golfers. They want to be in their home by the time the season starts. So they're not waiting until the fall to buy their homes. We have a lot of active shoppers over the summer. So it's hard to get people to change their
yes.
mindset.
It's true, and we've seen a lot of the same where they're buying their homes in the summer, and then they're all shopping at all of our stores and redecorating, and you're like you said before, hiring people to come in and maybe do some landscaping, whatever, painting, whatever it might be. Do you have any updates or information you think would be helpful for folks out there about the market right now? I feel like it's kind of a loaded question, but what is your insight?
Well, I think there's a little something for both buyers and sellers. When
Okay.
the interest rates hit 8% last year, it did slow
Hmm.
down. And the
Hmm.
last quarter of 23, it was slow for everybody. And then the rates dropped to 7, and now we're seeing some high sixes. And if you go, and my tip is sometimes if you check with your credit unions, they have some really super competitive rates. You can find stuff even lower.
Okay.
So there's a good tip right there. Check your credit
Uh-huh.
union, good rates. But the buyers are finally coming off the fence. Everybody who was off to the sidelines in the last, I would say, 30 to 60 days, the market's gotten very active because people are realizing, hey, okay, this is where we're going to be for a while. Let's not put off buying our home any longer. Yeah, we've been waiting for since last year. So a lot of the buyers coming back in. Yeah, it's good, and they're also realizing that the sales are still a little bit below normal. So sellers are flexible and they'll offer you a credit at closing to buy the interest rate down. So that's why, and that's part of the education comes in. I hear a lot, well, I want to wait till the rates come down. You don't have to wait. Ask for that credit at closing. You can buy your rate down 2% the first year, 1% the second, and then refi whenever they come down. So it's all
such good information.
Yeah, there's another good tip is don't wait because you're afraid of the interest rates. Ask for that seller credit and do that 2-1 rate buy down for the first couple of years. It gives you a really nice low interest rate.
Fantastic. And what's inventory like?
Well, now that you ask, inventory has been coming up. We're just over 2,500 homes on the market for our last month's market report. So we're still below normal, like in a normal market, and whatever normal is anymore.
Yeah, right. Yes.
We typically have about 35 homes on the market for sale during a healthy year. So right now we're 25, we're still 1,000 below. So there's the caveat for sellers. We're still below inventory right now. And there's still hungry buyers that are coming off the fence. So it is a great time to sell your home because of the low inventory.
Craig, you have the best information today. I hope everybody watches this. It's fascinating because you hear so many things and you're not really sure, what to believe. And I feel like the best thing you can do is call someone like you, an expert in your field, get the lowdown, start to, build that confidence again, just because there's so much out there that people hear. Now, how do you typically find your clients to work with?
Multiple ways. As I said, I'm very active on social media
Yeah.
with Facebook and Instagram and everything else. So sometimes I'll get leads through my Instagram account because I
Okay.
produce a lot of informational videos. A lot of the stuff we're talking about right now. If you go to
Uh-huh.
Instagram and go to Real Estate Palm Springs on Instagram, you'll see all of the videos I've made with explanations of everything that we've talked about now and more. So it's a great way to attract clients. I think the other way I attract a lot of people is just by going to mixers, especially
Yeah.
the Rancho Mirage chamber mixers.
Yay.
I love your chamber, and I love just meeting people in person, getting a
Yeah.
chance to know them. And it's not just about me. When I meet people at mixers, it's like, what do you do? Oh, you're so,
Yeah.
let me see how I can help you. I think I know somebody
Yeah.
who can help you out. So I first try and see how I can help other people out. And it just kind of the reciprocity kind of comes back to me. Um,
Always
yeah.
does.
So
Always
yeah,
does.
you make it about how can I help you. So
Yeah.
I've got a really nice network of business associates and friends in the desert. So I do get a lot of referrals from them. I get a lot of referrals from my past clients who
Uh-huh.
I'm very grateful. I've worked with some great clients. So it's a combination of all those things.
Wow. And as you're talking about being involved in the community, all that you do, I also really want you to share. You've, again, you've kind of started your own network of people. And I know you're passionate about nonprofit organizations. And so tell everyone about this thing that you started recently that's creating this big buzz out in the community.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Wine and Design is something I started about 3 years ago. As a realtor, I just had the idea. I wanted to get people together, wasn't sure how. And a new design store opened up here in Palm Desert, the Palm Desert Design Center. I went in, and it's a beautiful showroom. And I said to the owner, Eris, I said, you know what? I'd like to have people come here and have a mixer. And she goes, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love it. So she supported the first mixer, and it just kind of grew from there. And then I started branching out and doing it at other locations around the desert, Cambria and other locations. And I invite interior designers and contractors, solar providers, all the people that I mentioned. I
Mhm.
invite them to come to my mixer for people to meet. And I also obviously blast it out to the general public. Everybody's
Yeah.
welcome.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity for them to engage with a lot of the people they may need services for when it comes to doing upgrades and repairs to their home. And then on top of it all, we charge a little bit of money, $15 a the door. Every penny
Sure.
goes to our local charities here in the desert. We have so many. I know I'm like you. I
Yeah.
love philanthropy, and I love
Yeah.
the way our desert embraces philanthropy.
Yes.
So many great nonprofits doing amazing work. So each mixer I do, 100% goes to them. And
Wow.
people come and enjoy complimentary wine, champagne, appetizers provided by the host site. We usually
Wow.
have a photo booth, and we have raffle prizes. And it's just like a networking design soiree, if you will.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And you're so right about the nonprofit organizations here in the Valley. I
Yeah.
do think it's a big reason why so many people move to the Coachella Valley. The services
Mhm.
that they provide, it's just second to none. They just make our community great. I mean, stellar. And I was going to ask you another question. This is, I mean, between you and I know there's other people watching, but have you heard of the Desert Design District? Maybe there's some synergy between your
Yes,
mixers and the Desert Design District.
I have heard, and
Okay.
I think I can't believe. No, I remember if I connected with them last year, but I have heard of
Okay.
them.
Yeah, I just spoke at one of their events, so I'll connect you.
Yeah,
This is what we do. We're kind of in that same business.
right.
We like to connect everybody. Okay, now you've
You're a big
reached
connector.
yeah, I try. I try. Now you've reached the speed version of our questions. Ready?
The speed version.
Yeah, ready?
Okay,
Okay, what's your favorite color?
purple.
What's your favorite movie?
Ghost.
Oh, that's so good.
I know it's so sappy.
Um,
I'm sorry,
do you have a
but I'm a
favorite
big
book?
Demi Moore fan.
Oh, me too. Yes.
Okay.
Favorite book?
Oh man, Think and Grow Rich. I got a lot of them. I'm on this kick now
Oh,
where I'm reading books every month, and I've been really picking up my reading a bit.
all right. Think and Grow Rich. What about favorite song?
Oh, it's got to be Journey. Don't stop believing.
Oh my gosh. Are we
My
gonna
favorite group.
maybe our outro we can start singing to everybody? Just kidding. You don't want me to sing. You don't want me to sing.
Me neither.
Where's
Trust me.
where would you like to go on vacation?
Oh my gosh. Well, I would say at the top of my list right now is Italy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have an Italian heritage and relatives, and I can't believe I haven't been there yet. But this year, I'm going to Thailand with my kids, and Italy will be in 25.
Oh, fantastic. You're living your dream. And the last question for you, why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? Well, that's a good one. you know, again, I think it's a combination of things. This job really requires you to know how to be able to connect with people, which is something I love doing.
Yeah.
And it requires a lot of patience and helping them through a very challenging time in their life, which is, again, something I enjoy doing. And I've just really have always loved real estate just in general. And I thought, this is the perfect job. I get to use my video skills to produce
Yeah.
videos for the homes. And that's something I've always done. When I was in TV, I produced a lot of videos. So I get to use a lot of my skills in here, my marketing skills and video skills and my promotional skills, all those things that I was using in my previous jobs, I brought into real estate. And I found something that I totally love doing, a lot of the things that I've always done.
Well, Craig, we are a better community for having you here and a part of it and leading and helping to connect people and the networking groups. I mean, all of it. We're just so proud that you're a member of the chamber, but
Oh,
just a member of the community. We
thank
just
you.
adore you and thanks for all that you do.
Love you. And Wine and Design Mixers will be coming back in the fall in October. So, of course, I'll be sending out blasts, and I'm sure we'll be putting it on the chamber website.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, my friend. We'll be in
All
touch
right.
soon.
Thanks, Katie.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye, Craig. And you can reach Craig. His email, or I'm sorry, his website is still on the ticker down below. But it's such a pleasure to do this video series where you can get to know some of these local business owners, movers and shakers, leaders, nonprofit champions, as well as I do. And so reach out to Craig any chance you get. You want to learn more about the real estate market or our communities. And thank you so much for just the opportunity to come in and do the video series each week with you. It's been an absolute pleasure. If the chamber can help you in any way, professionally or nonprofit, this community, please reach out. That's what we're here for. We look forward to seeing y'all soon. Take care.